is what is Hi, Diana. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can. Oh, good. Awesome. How are you doing tonight? Thanks for joining me on YouTube. What are your plans for Turkey Day? I'm doing wonderful. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. Hi, Carissa. How are you guys doing tonight? What are your plans for Turkey Day? Thanks for joining my live. I don't think I'm allowed to play any music on YouTube. So I don't think there will be any background music on this one. I think they kick you off or things like that. So it's just gonna have to be me, my voice. All right. So welcome, welcome. We're gonna be doing some readings tonight. Some free readings. We're gonna start off by just pulling some cards of the Mercury in retrograde energy. Just to kind of to give you guys some guidance. How are you guys handling the Mercury retrograde? It's the last one of the year. It's the big one. We have all planets retrograding. So there's a lot of energy that is bringing up a lot of emotions, a lot of situations around relationships that are being highlighted right now. 'Tis the season. Oh, you're on call? Okay. You know, sometimes when you're on call for the holidays, that's when you get called in. My dad used to always be on call for the holidays. I hope you make it to your friend's house for Thanksgiving and get some turkey. That's my daughter in the background. Me and her are hanging out today. She's mad at me. I'll give you some kisses in a little while. Plans for Turkey Day. I think me and my brother are cooking. We're going to give it another shot. We've been trying every year. So the Mercury in retrograde for the collective. Contracts are favorable right now, you guys, okay? This really is a time for you guys to pour into yourself, all right? It's really a time for you guys to be tender with yourself, be gentle with yourself, okay? Especially if you're dealing with relationships, emotions. You know, the Mercury in retrograde brings in a lot of miscommunications, a lot of delays, you know, a lot of sometimes chaos, okay? And this is really talking about bringing softness, right? Especially speaking, the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you are speaking to yourself. Give me 1 second, okay, you guys? sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so I feel like for a lot of you guys, this really is about being gentle about the way you speak, okay? Speaking to yourself the way that you may be speaking to others. Hostility can be, you know, I personally have had a lot of patience the last couple of days. The world wants to be written. So for a lot of you guys, this is about manifesting. The Mercury in retrograde always brings up areas in our lives that usually need adjustments. A lot of us have maybe been taking a look at how we have not been pouring into ourselves, how maybe we have been giving and giving and giving and not maybe receiving an equal fitting of receiving, right? And so this is really about, you know, for a lot of you guys, you may resonate with the end of the year, the 2026. I am about the new year in the spring season during the spring equinox. But a lot of you guys may be feeling this end of the year, right? What do you want to be woven into the universe? What do you want to be written into the stars? What is it that you truly desire for your life? You know, I think that this year has shaken a lot of us up, waken a lot of us up in a way of seeing distortion, seeing the chaos in the world, seeing the hatred, and maybe we've suffered some sort of loss or some understanding of life. You know, how long do we have here, right? And do we really want to pour into other people all the time and not have that time to pour into ourselves, right? And so the world wants to be written. So your spirit team wants to know, what do you want? What do you desire? You know, what is it that you truly want at this particular time during the retrograde energy? You have the Justice card. I love this because it's all about balancing, you know. So if there's legal lawsuits, purchasing, buyings of vehicles, or any of those things, it is favorable at this time, all right? This is also about finally finding balance, balancing the scales, okay? So this is about balancing, truth being revealed in some cases, all right? But also for me, this is just an energy of finally maybe finding the balance, and this could be the softness within yourself or the softness that you're starting to have within your life, right? Where you're needing to pour, where you've been depleted, where you're finally learning to rest and honoring the rest time, right? Not being so busy or having to get things done, finally saying to yourself, I could get it done tomorrow. I don't have to do everything today, right? The Queen of Pentacles, like there's that nurturing energy again, that softness, okay? Taking care of financial matters. Again, a lot of you guys at this time during the Mercury retrograde, there could be some financial abundance coming in. There could be more financial stability, which is something that maybe you've been praying for, especially with the Justice card coming through. This is very earth energy, okay? So, you know, you may find yourself busy at work at this time during the retrograde, but you're building a foundation. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is for what you are weaving into the universe, what you're desiring. We had the Knight of Cups. Okay, so we do know that the retrograde brings in some exes, you know, some people from the past, all right, some friendships, some romantic offers, okay. Um, this can also just be signifying that at this time you might find that your creative juices are flowing, okay, that you may be wanting to date, all right, opening yourself up to dating, opening yourself up to love. Maybe being your own knight in shining armor instead of waiting for that person to come and be yours. Following your heart, okay? For some, this could bring in proposals because we do have the Justice card coming in, the Queen of Pentacles. This is very balanced energy for a retrograde energy, especially with all of the planets retrograding at this time. This is very balanced for you guys. And so this can be where nurturing, honoring yourself, being soft with yourself, all right, is really helping you guys to balance, okay? Be very protective of your energy at this time as well. You know, there's this isolation energy coming through, all right, where you are really focusing on you. Like, I love this because I feel like a lot of you guys are pulling your energy back at this time, especially around the 1111 portal. Okay, this could have been really amplified for you. It could have been really activating for you, where you just may have said enough is enough, right? I'm not happy, or, I'm feeling tired, or I'm feeling more energetically, like I don't want to deal with people. I want to, you know what I mean? Like I just want to be in my own space, right? Very isolating energy, hermiting energy. And, this is the bear medicine. We are moving into the north direction, where we do go into that hibernation phase. We do go into that phase of soul seeking, okay? Soul searching, all right? And so during this retrograde time, a lot of you guys are learning to fill your own cup. Again, be your own knight in shining armor, focusing on your future, planning your ideas, really planting seeds with spirit for the new year. And I feel for a lot of you guys, right? All of the butterflies, there's a huge transformation coming through. The way that you have been expressing yourself with spirit, the way that you've been aligning, you have maybe spiritual gifts coming in, dreams can be really significant. That third eye chakra could really be activating at this time. Belief systems can really be changing. And look at that throat chakra activation, right? Again, it's the way that you're speaking to the universe, okay? All of this a chakra, coming out softly, the tender touch. But look at where the energy is being exuded through the lips, through the mouth, right? Softness, right? Tears of release, okay? Of what you've been saying to yourself, what you've been saying to the world, what you've been feeling undeserving of. And here you are claiming it, right? Changing it, okay? Releasing, okay? So all of this transformation energy above you, okay? Aligning with spirit, in your own aura field, right? Isolation. But this is really opening you into your throat chakra, your purpose, aligning you with speaking your truth into existence, learning to say no, right? So this year you may like, I'm not going anywhere for Thanksgiving. I'm staying my ass at home because I don't want to go nowhere, right? I'm filling my own cup. Okay. And so, yeah, for sure. I love this. This is beautiful. Remember the transformation, you guys. This is a huge transformation that you guys are going through, all right? If you guys meditate, get into some meditation, okay? Really talk to spirit, but look at that throat chakra. Look at that butterfly right here, okay? So, what you are speaking is what you are manifesting, okay? So speak things into existence, Tell God to show you how good it is in 30 days. Say, God, I want you to show me how good it is in 30 days. I want you to show me how, how glorious my life can be, okay? And at the bottom, we have the King of Cups. Yeah, this is emotional love, emotional fulfillment, okay? Learning to fill your own cup, feeling divine love, love coming from all different places at this time. And for some, this can be, someone coming in, all right? Someone coming in to offer their cup of love, okay? But I feel for a lot of you guys, you're emotionally learning to balance yourself at this particular time. Okay. Let's see what else is coming in for the collective. I'm going to pull some more cards really quick, and then we're going to go into some readings for you guys. Anything else for... Yeah, look at that. Eight of Cups at the bottom, right? Ascension energy, walking away, moving, leaving things behind, the release, the old you, things that you may have been holding on to, old ways of thinking, old ways of believing, old ways of speaking, okay? For some, this really can be a move, right? That contract that you're signing, this could be a breakup, but this is about your future, the Three of Wands, your future, planning for your future. Some of you guys could be deciding to go back to school. Some of you guys could be deciding to travel, okay, to another country. Planning things, putting things into existence, putting things into fruition for yourself. And then you have the emotional fulfillment card for the Mercury in retrograde. Listen, you guys, at the end of this retrograde, right, the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups is here. Wishes being fulfilled. So whatever your wish is, okay, collective, whatever you're desiring, okay, and this is about indulging yourself, not feeling guilty, okay? No guilt, right? She's in her bathtub. She don't feel guilty. She don't have no mommy guilt on her. She don't have no daddy guilt, right? She's just feeling herself. She's in her bathtub. She's in her bubble bath. She's enjoying herself, all right? You know what I'm saying? So She got her drink, she in the 10 of cups, the 9 of cups to the 10 of cups is evolution, right? We had the justice card, the king of cups at the bottom, right? And we had justice coming through, the knight of cups coming through, the queen of pentacles. So emotional fulfillment. Okay, so this can be about money, this can be about stability, this can be about friendship, this can be about relationship, this can be about a commitment, coming through. For some of you guys around the holidays, somebody could be asking you to marry them. Oh no, I don't know. All right. But either way, you are emotionally fulfilled, emotionally balanced. Okay. You're finding your happiness. You're going after your happiness, even if that is by yourself at this particular time. All right. So it's victory. For somebody that you could be definitely going through some legal lawsuits, some situations around work, some contractual agreements, any of those things, it's really favorable for you guys. Okay. All right, so we're going to pull for the Mercury retrograde for love, and then we're going to take some names and do some readings. Mercury retrograde for love, okay. All right, so if you are currently with somebody, all right, or going through it, at this particular time, Spirit is saying it is safe for you to let, for those of you guys that want to date, okay, maybe meeting somebody, all right, during this retrograde, this doesn't necessarily mean we go back to your ex, okay? But Spirit wants to remind you that it is safe for you to love. You may have done all the work already, okay? You may have done all the healing that you needed to do at this particular time. And so, it's like Spirit is saying, right? Open your heart. Open up your heart. Why do I feel like that song is the second time I've sung that song this week? I don't even know. If you're in a current relationship at this particular time, you may be going through some hardships. You may be going through some obstacles or challenges. Okay. And this is talking about, work on your relationship, work on your situation. Sometimes it's about talking. All right. If you guys are maybe in doubt of a situation, this can be about, um, never mind, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to keep it give your relationship a chance. For you guys that are in relationships, because I feel like this is the 3-part, for those of you guys that may be in situations, relationships, and those of you guys that are single, ready to mingle. All right. So for those of you guys that may be currently in a relationship, you guys may be working on your partnership during this particular Mercury in retrograde time. For some, I feel like with that Libra energy, there's going to be a balancing of scales that are going to be coming through for you guys. Okay. So at this particular time, this is about connection. And so remember, the Mercury in retrograde, if you are currently in a relationship, brings in miscommunication. What is identifying at this particular time is, where do you guys have problems at? Where is the miscommunication happening? Do you not hear each other? Are you guys speaking different languages? Do one of you guys need to hear? One of you guys need to be quiet? One of you guys need to observe? Are you the one that needs to be observant? Are you hearing your partner, right? And so these are different things. Or are you resentful within your relationship? Are you feeling a certain type of way? Are these things, or is your partner feeling a certain type of way? Is your partner bringing these things up during the Mercury in retrograde time? And are these things that keep repeating during the Mercury retrograde time? It's usually a karmic situation, right? So some of you guys could be deciding to give your relationship a chance at this time. Some of you guys could be having an ex coming back in, and you may be deciding to give that relationship a chance at this time. Okay. Always use your discernment. And for those of you guys that are single, ready to mingle, or just, having a heart that is open for love, you guys are calling in your soulmate. Okay. So for some of you guys, your prayers, affirmations, and those visualizations help bring you to the soulmate. Okay. So some of you guys are calling in your soulmate at this time by aligning with that energy. Okay. And again, that was the energy of you guys stating that to the universe, right? Is the world wants to be written. So for some of you guys, it's about expressing your truth about what it is that's in your heart, what it is that you truly desire for love, for your relationship, calling in your soulmate, calling in your partner, calling in the divine, right? Okay. So that is all I have for the collective for the Mercury in retrograde. All right. Let's go into the readings now. You guys let me know what you guys want a reading on and who wants to be on the list. You guys, I have to share something with you guys, okay? This probably sounds bad, but I'm sure some of you guys may be able to resonate. I've been eating all of the damn Halloween chocolates, right? Like, Halloween is not for the kids. It is definitely for the adults, okay? Because they're picky as fuck. but I've been eating all of the chocolates and I'm breaking out all over. I have acne and pimples, but I can't stop eating the chocolate. I just want it. All right, take the list. That's all I have to say. Just wanted to share that really quick, okay? Hope you guys can appreciate my honesty. All right, let's get started. As soon as I get some paper, baby. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I gotta scroll down for a minute. Let me see what's going on here. I just solved names. Okay, so okay, Mindy, Diana, K-drama chit, K-drama chit. Let me know what you guys want a reading on. All right. Deanne. Hi, babe. I'm glad you can make it. Deanne. I love to get a read. Yeah, Mindy, is there something you want specific? Bree. Okay. Bree. Pen went out. Bree. Mary Ann. Okay. It is for the adults, Mindy. I know. It is for the adults. Okay, you're not the only one. I love it. Thank you. All right, Carissa. Oh my God. Colby. I know. I was like, I just keep digging in the bag when my kid is sleeping and he doesn't care like at all. It's all me. And I'm like, I ate this whole bag of candy. And then I was just like the chocolates and I was just sipping through the chocolates and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I can't stop eating the chocolates. And this year, the neighbors did so good. They weren't cheap at all. I didn't have Tootsie Rolls. I got Reese peanut butter cups and Snickers and Baby Ruths and Butterfingers and Reese's. Did I say Reese's? I did. Okay. I love reading Lisa Lawrence. I'm eating chocolate. Thanks for being so. I know. I know. I can't help it. I'm putting my acne cream on every goddamn night and it's not working. I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna eat the damn chocolate until it's all gone. Oh my God. Next steps, current journey. Thank you so much, babe. Oh, that was Mindy. Next steps. Okay. Let me know what you guys want, babes. All right. Mary Ann, general. And I'll let you guys know where you guys are on the list in just a minute, okay? Advice on where I'm. Okay, Mindy, got that? Hey, Christine, you made it. Okay. I'm eating chocolate right now. That's so funny. Kobe. Where to go next? Okay, Kobe. Next steps. Okay, Christine. Yeah, Reese's has been my thing, Mindy. It used to be Snickers, but for some reason I've been fucking up the Reese's. Like just on it. I don't know. It's just they have Reese peanut butter cup. I got Reese peanut butter something else. They got a new Reese's peanut butter caramel something. I mean, it's yeah. Yeah. Christine, Keb, General. Okay. Diana, did you tell me what you wanted, babe? I know, me too. Lisa, relationship is heading. Okay. What do I know? Okay, Diane. Diane. Okay. All right. Diana Banks, love. Are you currently in a relationship, babe? Love reading. Okay, love reading. I usually don't ask. Most people know I don't ask because I don't like to know too much, but I just, when I have so many people coming on, I want to be able to get to everybody. So I just go into, if you're already in one, it helps for me to know. Single and ready to mingle. That's right, baby. Single and ready to mingle. Okay. All right. So I have Mindy. She wants to know what the next steps is. Diana Banks reading Single Ready to Mingle. She wants to know what's up. I'm waiting for L Drum Chit to let me know what they want a reading on. Or K Drum. There you are, Chit. I want to know where I am heading because everything's falling out. Oh no. Okay, well let's go. Where are we going? Heading. What's next? Okay. Deanne, we have guidance. Bree, waiting for you. Mary Ann, General. Carissa, waiting for you. Kobe, next steps. Lisa Lawrence, where's relationship heading? And Christine Keb, General. So I'm just waiting for Carissa and Bree before I get started. And I'm going to get started. All right, Mindy wants to know where her next steps are. Spirit. Okay. Welcome for you guys that are new. Make sure to subscribe and follow my channel. Make sure to follow me on all of my other sites. Let me know where you guys are from in the chats. Okay, Bree, General. What is okay? Bree. Divine guidance. Okay. All right, Mindy. What is Mindy's next step? She wants to know where she's gonna go. Okay. Baby steps. Okay, you're in a pause. You're in the winter. So I'm seeing the winter time is coming. You know, you're in this. I feel like this happened once the leaves started to fall. So it feels like certain things started to shift for you once fall season came. I'm talking to Mindy. Hopefully Mindy's here. So it feels like once the fall season came, this could have been like right when the season happened or wherever you lived, you started to see the leaves fall. This is when I feel like things became very stagnant. It's kind of like you sped up into the winter season, but just know that this is a time where things are slowing down. This is a part of what I'm seeing is growth. You're going to have a trajectory because what they're showing me is the bow and arrow is shooting you forward, but I do feel like this is shooting you forward to 2026. And I do feel like this is coming up where things are going to be shifting around March to April, May time. Okay. So right now you may be in a pause, and this is about baby steps. All right, this is about taking baby steps. Okay, and so right now you have relax and relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. Okay, so you know she's planting her foot right here. She's trusting in spirit. All right, but she's not moving. Okay, but she's not stuck either. Okay, but this feels like right now, and this is about vulnerability. This is about shedding something. You know, she's naked in this beautiful blossoming of light, that this is where you're at. All right. So this is about relax the hold of the darkness and be the cause. The darkness you may feel is consuming you, but you're the light in it. The darkness is a part of you, is learning how to integrate and alchemize the shadow aspect, right? Okay. So whatever that storm is, whatever could be happening in your life, it's meant to happen right now because you're shifting. There's going to be the trajectory right now, but there's growth that needs to happen. There's a shedding that needs to occur, and there's faith, Mindy, that needs to come in. Okay, we have growth coming in. This can be about children. This can be about inner child you, okay, coming in, holding space for that inner child. And this can also be about being concerned around children. All right, you know, this is about taking baby steps. Be willing to learn from others, but most importantly, what I feel at this time, Mindy, this is just about baby steps. Right, this is the feeling of you're not stuck. Right, okay, you know, and there's no imprisonment here. all right? But this is about taking baby steps. And I don't feel like those steps need to be large. I don't feel like you need to have these big steps right now, because right now I feel like there's a trajectory that's meant to happen. There's an establishment that's occurring for you, all right? Yeah, there it is right here. I haven't even turned the tarot over, okay? So we have the Eight of Swords coming out, right? And this is where we have that imprisoned energy where I felt you're not stuck, right? You're not stuck. Okay. And even here, you're not stuck blindfolded, maybe not seeing the truth of a situation. All right. But and maybe feeling tied up, restricted at this particular time. But there's nothing around you that's actually keeping you binded. You can remove these ropes, take off the blindfold, and see things very clearly. But when we're in the Eight of Swords energy, our minds are playing tricks on us at this time. All right. And so this is about breaking free of illusions. This is about breaking free of that feeling that you cannot move forward. It's about taking baby steps. It's the first step, Mindy. It's not going to be a large step or a grand step or, jumping off the cliff, right? But it's taking that first step, removing fear, removing doubt, removing the aspect or the illusion that this is where you're at and you can't move forward, but you can. It's taking the first step. Whether the first step is looking at a new job, building up the resume, putting an application in, looking at an apartment, making moves to leave that relationship, starting to save money, whatever it is, taking the very first step. Okay, that's going to help you to release the binds, right? The mental binds that are here. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles coming out. And this to me is about you reevaluating, taking stock. Where has your energy been spent? Okay. What is actually really holding you back? Fear, doubt, right? The illusion. Sometimes we feel like we don't have enough or we can't do it. And then when you take that first step, it was just the first step. This can be people, situations that may be holding you back. This is all about looking at, what has been making you feel stuck so that you can release that hold. And you are going to release the hold, Mindy. It's not going to stay with you for very long, right? I do feel that there could be a child that you could be concerned about, like if you're a parent and, like kids can feel very restrictive. I'm a mom of two special needs kids. I can tell you it's sometimes very restrictive, right? But it was an illusion for me at times. And don't get me wrong, my life is restrictive. But I do know that there are things that I can break free from or things that I can actually change. To make a way. Okay. So there may be a child, a young son, or somebody that you may be concerned about, all right, that may bring up some concern or decision makings that are around that. And I do feel like you're going to make a balanced decision. I feel like you have dreams that are very significant, Mindy, or premonitions that are coming to you. You have guidance that is coming to you, but doors are going to open up for you, okay? And again, I do feel like this is going to be happening within the next year. It's going to be a trajectory that's going to happen. And this is about you cutting away the illusions, okay? And I do feel like this is happening this month. I feel like this is maybe happening within the next week or two before the end of this month is over, that I feel like you're going to be just getting rid of this Eight of Swords energy, all right? Where it's no more, okay? Because I feel like you're taking stock at the things that don't matter and the things that do. All right, the people, situations, the amount of money that you could be spending, the things that you could be spending money on. All right, the plans that you can be making. There's a lot of decisions that you're going to be executing. All right, with the Seven of Cups right here, I do feel like this is about opportunities that are going to be coming up. More opportunities are coming up, but I do feel like that again, this is coming up in the new year, and this is leading you to the King of Pentacles. Okay, the King of Pentacles is very stable energy, Mindy. It's boss energy. It's stable. It's dependable. Okay. And so I do feel that an opportunity is going to lead you into either a position of power, of authority, of leadership, or of financial stability. Okay. So I feel like whatever your concerns are, especially if it's around money right now, it is taking that baby step. And again, this can be, you may be in a position that you don't want to be in, and all you have to do is put the position in to be, a manager or supervisor or whatever, right? And you'll get you'll get it. Okay, but it's taking the necessary steps. All right. Yes. Okay. All right. So once those decisions, and again, this is a process that you're going through right now, Mindy. Okay. And so it is, definitely a process. All right. That you're going through. What I love is the new year that's coming in. So listen, don't worry. All right. Like I get it. But listen, your next set of cards are just absolutely beautiful. All right. So, you are definitely coming into this new year, okay? This growth energy that's happening for you, this development that is occurring for you, Mindy, all right? Taking these baby steps, right? Making those first necessary steps, removing the fear, the doubt, the illusion that you have. Once you make that, right, you're going to start making decisions that are definitely that are in alignment with you. You're going to start seeing past the bullshit of people, okay? You're going to start seeing the truth into people, right? You're going to be very strategic about how you move, all right? So what this energy is bringing you in is not, it's like moving in the shadows, right? Not everyone got to know your business, okay? Like when you break free, all right, like of what may be holding you back of this illusion, girl, you making moves. All right, the strength card is here. All right, so courage. All right, Leo energy, passion, okay, power. Page of Swords again on top of the Page of Swords. I don't know what this Page of Swords energy definitely can be a kid that you can't be worried about. Like, girl, I got a kid too. Sometimes they get on my nerves. All right, and sometimes you just gotta start living for you. No, stop, Andrew, stop. That's not your place. Anyway, but you do have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Let me just say, this is the trajectory that I'm feeling. Right, fast moving action. Like as soon as the new year happens, the trajectory that you're going to be on is going to be fast moving. The Empress energy is here, sweetie, and you're ending it out with the Four of Wands. Okay, beautiful energy. All right, the Four of Wands is stability. It's a home. It's position. Okay, it's celebration. It's community. It's love. All right, it's like unionship. Okay, celebration, marriage. But most it's areas of your life first, and so celebration and Empress energy, sweetie, this is you, right? The King of Pentacles, that boss, that position of power, but this is you, the Empress, full of abundance, nurturing, fertile, feminine, parenting, right? Accomplished, okay? Manifesting what it is that you want. So as the Empress, as Spirit is saying, is leading you, right? One, to be a boss, okay? Not to, you're going to be playing no more games, no more. But most importantly, it's going to bring you your stability. It's going to bring you that position, okay? It's going to bring you the energy of not playing anymore, all right? Seeing past people's bullshit, cutting people off when you need to, right? Like people are, you can be like, deuces, a lot quicker than you've been, right? You may be like deuces, 6 months down the line, but now you can be like deuces real quick, So, Mindy, your next steps is the baby steps, sweetie. Taking the baby steps, right? And trusting in that. And this is where Spirit is going to lead you to some sweet abundance, fertility, power, position of power, stability for yourself, financial gain, financial abundance. All right. Seeing past people's bullshit. All right. So it's just getting past the fear and the doubt. I hope that resonates for you, Mindy. All right. And I hope you'll choose to join again. Make sure you like and follow if you do have not done so already. All right, Miss Diana, you are next, my love. You got this, girl. You got it. You got it. All right, Diana, she was talking about love. Love. She's single and she's ready to mingle. All right, so let's see. Spirit. Diana wants to know about love. She's single and ready to mingle. Hey, Adrian. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, Diana. Single and ready to mingle. Those are not fun cards, but let's see, y'all. Okay. Let's see one more. And okay, so my love, it looks like you have some healing to do first, okay? Which I know it's not probably what you want to hear. Um, we will look into after the healing is done, okay? Because clearly this is where spirit's leading you to. We'll look at where the healing is done, what type of relationship or the approach, okay, coming in for you. Because I don't want to leave you like there's nothing. Because I do feel like there's something coming in for you. But let's just get to what spirit's messages is for you right now, my love. Okay, so we have love yourself first, which is the first card out, which is why I said that's not the fun card, because once we see that card, it really is talking about learning to love ourselves first, okay? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah. Okay, that's beautiful. That's not what this is about. This really is just about learning yourself. You may have had a past relationship that really did some damage, that really inflicted some pain upon you, that could have broken your heart, great passion, could have been like the one feeling right, and they may have walked away, or the relationship may have abruptly ended, or whatever that was, and it may have left you feeling very much wounded within your solar plexus chakra, because that's what's really coming up for me, is my tummy is all tight right now. And so it feels like there could have been a very big wounding about a lack of self-worth, a sense of unworthiness, right? Maybe not feeling good enough. It could have been like somebody, you may have felt like somebody chose you. And I'm not saying that that's the case. It's just what I'm picking up on in an example, right? And so I feel like you may have gone through this where friends may have been helpful, or a friend could have been involved. But I do feel like forgiving and learning and loving yourself are the two main components that are here for you before love is going to come in. Is that the work needs to be done first. And this is about pouring into yourself, loving yourself, right? Dating yourself, Diana. Being and you may already do these things, right? But this may be about, being your own knight in shining armor. And I stress that a lot because I believe that that's something that I am for myself, right? And so although I may want love, me waiting for somebody to come in and do that for me is probably slim chance to none. Although some people have a lot more faith in my love life than I do, and that's okay. Excuse me, but and that's a burp. That was me definitely purging on that one. But what I'm trying to say is that, dating myself, okay, getting dressed up and dating myself and taking myself out instead of waiting for that time where that guy is going to come out, or going to a concert that I really want to go to. Doing the things that you want to do is really taking the helm of dating yourself, is learning to have the inner divine masculine within yourself operate from, right? The divine masculine within you is about taking action, but it's about being that knight in shining armor for yourself, loving yourself, dating yourself, being sensual and sexual with yourself, remembering to give yourself compliments and, positive reinforcements, right? And I do feel like there's forgiving that's coming through for you. And I do feel like this is about where spirit is trying to direct you, is to really focusing on loving yourself, okay? So I know that that's not what you wanted to hear, but we're going to go into now after Diana does the healing that spirit is asking for you to do, to focus on first, is loving yourself, okay? And you did all that beautiful work, and let's just say it took you like 90 days, like you were able to speed through that. What would it look like, spirit? All right, Diana. What would her next love interest be like? The next love interest be? Okay, finally we have some fun cards. Okay, let's have some fun. Should be like, ooh. Okay. 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 All right. So trust is what Spirit wants to say first. The situation is calling for you to trust. So I do feel like you're going to be attracting a person. All right. So there's a lot of attraction coming through. I'm feeling this person is slightly younger than you, wears glasses. Okay. And I'm kind of getting like a little bald head or a little missing hair on the top. That's so interesting how that came in so clear for you. And so Spirit wants you to, first of all, stay optimistic about your love life. Okay. So I'm gonna put this over here because it's like trust, stay optimistic about your love life, and then attraction comes in. So I feel like when this person comes in, Diana, this is gonna be after the time of healing, okay? Whatever the healing or forgiveness that you kind of, that little bit that you kind of got to go through, right? And Spirit is saying stay optimistic about your love life, okay? I do feel like you're gonna be attracting a partner. I do feel like you're dating. So I feel like either you're on an app or you're meeting somebody like through some sort of um celebration, outing, like blind date, friend, something, so like something like that. And then this could be the one, you are calling in your romantic partner. So what Spirit wants to remind you is that you are calling in your soulmate. Okay. So you are guided to date. All right. Flirt just for fun, play. Okay. Because, that's gonna have to, because you got to be the change. All right. There's got to be a change happening. You may have gone through other ways of means of dating, and this may be a time where you have to try something different, Diana, because options are going to be opening up for you at this time, which is so funny because, yeah, you did get that, which is really funny. So I do feel like this, I do feel like you're going to be meeting this person out again, either maybe out with drinks. If you go out for drinks, I don't know if you do, with friends, or again, this could be a social gathering, like a party, a gathering, some sort of gathering where there's other people involved. Okay, so it could be at work, a work party, a work function, or something like that. All right. I feel like you are definitely going to have your guard up. So even though you may want love, you got trust coming in, and then you have the Seven of Wands, which is kind of giving me the impression that you don't trust. You may want to be open, but you're guarded. Okay. That Seven of Wands energy is very guarded energy, right? Even the Seven of Pentacles here, she's kind of got her back. So this person that may be approaching you, you may be a little bit not interested at first. Okay. So again, you may meet this person at a party or a gathering. They may be trying to holler at you. All right. Trying to approach you. And you may be like, yeah, I ain't trying to hear that, bruh. I don't know you. Yeah, I don't know, because you also got the Three of Cups here too. So, this definitely feels very much like party, friends, blind date, a hookup, somebody knows somebody. I do not feel like you're going to meet this next person. Like just by, I feel like one, you need to be open, but I do not feel like you're going to meet this person the normal means that you've been going through. So whatever the normal channels are, if you are on apps, you're not going to meet him through apps. If you're not on apps, you may be meeting him through apps, if that makes any sense. But there's definitely external factors of how you're going to meet this person. I love it because he's the King of Pentacles, girl. That is a great card to get for a man. One, earth sign, doesn't have to be, but it can be earth energy coming through. But the most important, King of Pentacles is stable, committed, dedicated, a father figure, just a great all-around guy to have coming in for the person that you're going to end up with, right? So the King of Pentacles, you may meet them at work. It may be a work connection. Again, there could be something around external factors and meeting them somewhere at work. They're very serious. They may have facial hair. He could use his hands. Okay. One of the reasons why I really like this deck is because I don't use this deck the way it's supposed to be used. I feel like he is serious. He may like old furniture, antiques. Okay. He's got the pentagram there. So there could be some religious belief that he may come from as well. Even though it's the Pentacles, I feel like that's something else. He could be a mechanic or something, but definitely he makes money. Let me put it this way. He's a boss. He makes money. He's stable. But I'm definitely thinking, King of Pentacles, girl. Okay. Outcome wise, not a bad outcome. Not a bad outcome. King of Pentacles, King of Cups, those are the two. You don't want the King of Wands and you don't want the King of Swords. No, no, no. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad. But you definitely want one of these couple of kings right here. But so that's kind of what's coming in. So I do see that this is definitely something either at work, okay? This is either work, a function or something like that. But I do not feel like you're meeting this person over normal channels at all. And I do feel like this is coming after a level of, I feel like this is really healing, all of those things. But most importantly, I think that you're not going to be open to this person when they do come in. But I think there's going to be an undeniable attraction that's here, or that could be what it is that the undeniable attraction is offsetting to you because you may work with this person, right? So you may be like, I'm not supposed to be having feelings with this person at work. And so there's definitely something here where I feel like there's an attraction, and I'm feeling it right in my sacral and my solar plexus chakra. It feels really good. It's a nice, warm, funny, fuzzy feeling. And I feel like you're going to feel that when you meet this person. It's going to be this warm, fuzzy feeling. It's not butterflies, almost like butterflies, but it's this nice, fuzzy, warm feeling, and it feels really nice, but really strong. There's a really big pull here, okay? So I feel like you're going to feel that in your belly. All right, Diana, I hope that resonates for you. Let's see if anybody else is joining the chat before I go on to La El Dram Chit. Let's see what is happening next in the life. Okay. It's a good outcome, girl. All right. Hey, Harm. All right. Let me know if you guys want to be added to the list. It's I don't know. It's there. You probably log off and come back on. All right. So El Dram Chit wants to know what is next. All right. What is happening next? So what is going on? And then Deanne, you are after Deanne and Bree. Le Dram and Chit wants to know. Okay. Okay. All right. Where is the next place that you're heading? El Dram Chit. I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay. The perfection of your life. It's like the Earth's grid right here, right? And then somewhere out in all the wilderness. This feels very isolating and very much alone. Like you feel very alone right now in energy wise. Like I have this, don't lose hope, don't lose hope. Keep hope alive. All right. Like you're going to get through this time, whatever's going on. And I feel like this is very earth energy, very physical, very 3D. So this could be around work, family, friends. Like this could be the tower energy of everything kind of crumbling, right? For everything to be restructured, for everything to be rebuilt stronger and more stable. And sometimes we don't understand why God comes in and demolishes things, but it is for rebuilding. It is for restructuring, okay? And so this earth grid, the perfection of your life, right? You may think life's supposed to be perfect, but it's not. It's not a perfect life. It's not a perfect linear thing that we go through. It is a roller coaster ride that we do not know oftentimes which way we're going, up, down, all around in circles, right? But we do know oftentimes that we're being held, that something or somebody is holding us or driving us or helping us or sending somebody to remind us, right, in our darkest times. And so this could be very isolating where you may feel very lost in the forest. You may not know which direction to go in, okay? But this feels like trusting, just trusting where you're at, trusting in the moment of things. Courage. You are safe. Fear is an illusion. Set strong boundaries. So whatever is happening in your life right now, it is to help you to create strong boundaries. It is to help you to honor yourself. And one of the things that I always say is boundaries are not for other people. Other people will continue to cross your boundaries. Boundaries are for you. It's about executing, right? Okay. You're welcome, Diana. All right. So it's about execution, you know? And, you know, a lot of times we'd be like, oh, they crossed our boundaries. Well, we didn't have them. We did not have them at all. That's what ended up happening. We did not have boundaries. Okay. What is next? So I think right now you're just at a standstill. Okay. Like you're going through a lot of things. And right now it's just kind of like allowing the crumbling, oh yeah, you are going through a lot. Sorry. That didn't even sound right. Well, you know, it's the truth, but wow. I mean, like I haven't looked at all these cards, but yeah, these are heavy hitters. And that's why, and this funny thing is, I didn't even see this card when I'm saying, I don't think you're going anywhere. You're not. The Hangman is here. This is a pause, surrender, letting go, a new perspective. Okay. This is like enlightenment, you know, viewing things differently. This is really about having faith in God, surrendering, letting go. The Hangman energy, it's a pause, sweetie. It's a pause. And what and what I feel is coming through in this pause, right? I don't know what just happened. Oh. No. There we go. I think the thing will come back on. Okay. Anyway, but you know, and that threw me off. And the light went out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did that? Like, that's just crazy. The light literally just went out. Like, it just got dark, right? Like, I'm like, what happened? It just went out. Okay, so that could be how you feel. Like the light just went out, right? Okay, that you know. But this is the pause, right? This is where the surrendering happens. This is to help you create boundaries. This is to help you learn how to execute them. Okay, this is how you release fear. You're not alone. All right. The Eight of Cups, you need to, this is about release, a great release, letting things go. Disappointments, abandonment, withdrawal, right? Walking away, leaving behind. Okay. So this pause, is surrendering at this time is to help you release, it's to help you let go, it's to help you walk away. You got a lot of energies, babe. You got the Knight of Wands. This is the Wounded Warrior. You've been on this journey for a long time. Okay, this is a long journey. This is a long time. Right? The Wounded Warrior is tired. You're fucking tired, right? Like, that's what it is. I'm fucking tired. Tired of the shit. I'm tired of going through the shit. I'm tired of all of it, right? I just want it to be over. I want it to end. But this is ascension. The Eight of Cups is an ascension energy. Even though it's about walking away, this is about ascending, all right? Into the Nine of Cups, into a higher level of emotional fulfillment, okay? It's about surrendering to God, letting go, right? The Four of Swords, look at that. You know, this is literally healing, rest, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, recuperation, retreat, renewal, solitude. Yo, this is heavy energy, and this is all about healing, a pause, a surrender. There's no movement here, okay? So you may be wanting to know where you're going. Nowhere. It's straight to bed, right? It's straight to healing, you know? It's straight to shadow work, right? Like, you're not going nowhere right now. You are tired. You're needing to rest. You're needing to rest and release, all right? This is resting time for you, my love, all right? So this is not about movement. It's not really about taking action. It's not really even about making decisions during this time. It really is about solitude, pulling your energy back, isolating, resting, honoring yourself, honoring honoring the journey, remembering the courage that you have within yourself, the resilience that you've had. This is about boundaries. You got boundaries coming through with the courage card here that says courage, boundaries, right? Both of these cards are reminding you of boundaries, okay? You're tired of carrying heavy burdens that are not yours. Right now, you are guided to rest. So no, you're not guided. There's not a lot for you to do. This is about resting. It's about retrieval. It's about healing right now. Okay. And we do have the death energy. All right. So there's the death. Okay. The endings, completions, right? Beginnings, transformation, transitions, metamorphosis, ending of a cycle. All of this is happening for you right now for your greater good. All right. So the death energy is coming out. Endings. So new beginnings can occur. Transformation. But you have to go through your metamorphosis first. Right? The transition of your death is occurring right now. So you're in the process of dying. You're in the process of releasing, okay? And then the Knight of Swords coming through, right? Once the death process happens, then shit's gonna move. Then shit's gonna speed up. And you're gonna wish that you had rested and you weren't so impatient about moving, right? Because when the shit speeds up, it's gonna go super fast. All right? It's gonna go super fast. So keep hope alive. You're going to get through this time. But right now, this is surrendering to change your perspective, to change your belief system, to have more faith, to let things fall away that need to fall away, to let the endings go so that the new beginnings can occur. Okay, so right now this is resting time, all right? So I hope that this resonates for you. But just honor the fact that you are in resting mode right now, right? And so things are not doing anything. You're just, you're resting, right? All right. I hope that resonates for you. La Drama Chichat. And then Deanne, you are next, my love. And she wants to know about guidance from Spirit. Okay. And then Bree, you're next. And then Marianne. Bree, Marianne, and Carissa. Deanne. So you got the collective card. How funny. You got anger. Nice. All right. So I love the anger card, by the way, you guys. Doesn't scare me at all. And I'll tell you why I love the anger card. The anger card to me represents what needs to come out, is being angry. Okay. Sometimes we don't safely express that, right? You're so welcome, K-Drama Chit. And just want to lay down in bed all day. Yeah. Do not. You need to. That's exactly what I said. Go to bed. You're not going nowhere. Go right to bed. All right. This is a resting time for you, okay? So allow yourself to rest because you are going through a lot. You're releasing and purging a lot. You're going through a huge death cycle, all right? So a lot of endings are happening. So allow yourself to really go through that process, all right? And you're going to feel that in your body where you're being called to lay down. You're being called to rest. You have resting all through your reading, okay? You're fucking tired. All right, Deanne. All right, so when I talk about anger, okay, anger is my favorite emotion. It wasn't always, but anger is my favorite emotion because anger teaches you what you're truly angry about, okay? It's the source. It's the real source of what is going on with you, right? You know, when we cry, we could just like be, I'm emotional. But when you're angry, somebody walked over your boundaries. You weren't listened. Nobody heard you, right? You feel disrespected. Whatever it is, that anger that comes out is telling you what is really going on with you. So anger is a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as they are sacred right now, Deanne, okay? So safely express your anger, whatever you're angry about, whatever you feel injustice about, you are granted from Spirit that you should speak openly. And then you got the card where it's talking about that throat chakra. We're talking about the throat chakra, right? The word wants to be written, okay? And so this is about transformation, unblocking your throat, right? You know, what is that song? Let me something my throat. Let me clear my throat. Okay, listen to that song. Let me clear my throat, right? So it's time for you to clear your throat, okay? and unblock it, because this is what it's talking about right here. All right. Is unblocking your throat chakra, sweetie. Okay. Because there's something that you're angry about and it needs to be expressed, right? And it could be you're angry at spirit. Like, don't think that you can't be mad at spirit. Like I tell people all the time, I'd be cussing at God. Don't get me wrong, God has not struck me down. Okay. I do be apologizing because I be wrong. Because if I had just waited a day, then maybe I would have got my blessings. But it could have been because I cussed out God. That's why I got my blessings. I don't know sometimes. But sometimes I'm like, okay, God, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to have more faith. Okay, but I was angry. Okay, so sometimes we're angry at God. Sometimes we are angry at spirit, and that is okay. All right, but this is about expressing yourself at this time, that whatever this is, or if anger hasn't come up, but when it does come up, this is about allowing yourself to be angry. Okay. All right. Oh, I might have to pull some more cups, some more cards. Okay. So, we have coming through. We have some energies. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming out, right? So this could be around work. Okay. This could be issues around work or surrounding around work right now. Or this could just be focusing on work at this particular time is what your guidance is. You have the Eight of Cups coming through. All right. So this is that ascension energy I was talking about earlier. This definitely gives me that ascension energy card though with this one, because we're moving into the sun and moving into more of illumination. We're definitely moving away from the Eight of Cups. Okay, so this can be about leaving jobs, leaving situations, all right, leaving hard work behind, because the Eight of Pentacles is about working hard, being highly focused. This could be about having more fun, because we have the Page of Cups coming in. All right, this could be about having more fun, needing to have more fun. Eights can also be really significant for you because we have two eights coming out. All right. But there's an ascension energy coming through here for me, because we have the 10, we have 10, 11, 12, and we have 10, 11, and 12. So that's that ascension energy coming through. And then to the 10 of Pentacles, right? So this really is about, I feel for you in a way, this could be like, you got shortchanged at work, you're not getting enough money, or you're needing to ask for a raise or something to that effect. But I feel like you can manifest at this time what it is that you want. Okay. I feel like you have the power of authority with spirit, in the sense of like, I want love, I want money. Like, I feel like if you were directly telling the spirit what you wanted, I feel like you're going to get it like right away. And even if this comes through anger, like I was saying, and that could have been why I said when I say things through anger, sometimes I get it, right? You have the Knight of Wands, which is about, moving forward. It's about taking an approach towards your goals. This is about, moving forward. And it just doesn't, but this one doesn't feel so charged ahead. It feels very strategic. There's something strategic about the decisions. This is around work, okay? There's a strategy that I feel like there's something about strategy, like speaking what you're wanting, but it's very strategic. This could be like, I don't know, like, oh, this feels like I'm getting back. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming out, right? So I really feel like the 12 12s, you have double number 12 12s, eights, okay? I really feel like with you, this is really saying, really speak your heart, love, romance into existence, your job, your money. Like, this is really about speaking what it is that you want, okay? And I feel like maybe you've been angry at spirit or angry at somebody because of silence, because of distance, because of something, right? This can be an injustice at work. This can be separation. This can be time, whatever it is, because time is spent in this Four of Swords energy, which is very healing, a healing time for you, right? But this is also justice energy. Okay. So this is about balancing being scaled. Balance is being scaled. Balance being restored, but also favorable in the Empress energy at the bottom, right? I feel like things are going to move along, sweetie. Okay. But I do feel like this is really a time where Spirit is saying for you to really honor what it is that you want. Like really, really go in and honor what it is that you want. You know, be very strategic. If you're making moves around work, there's a strategy, I feel, for you. And if this is for you around love, because we have the Page of Cups and the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. You might get a romantic offer or go on a date. Ooh, that might be leading. That might be leading to commitment. Okay, there's something where you may be leading towards a commitment cycle in the future. Okay, but I do feel like this is going to be after expression of words, my love. All right, Bree wants to know divine guidance right now. Okay, and Marianne. Bree. Right now, just like 5,000 cards. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we got a lot of shadow coming out. Okay, a lot of shadow polarities, duality. And I think you mentioned that. I'm not sure what you said. I think you mentioned something about surrendering or trying to balance something. And it's showing right now that that's exactly what you're trying to do, right? Is have faith in the process. Literally, strength, okay? You know, this is shadow. This is the dark and the light within, okay? The challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in the situation. So whatever you're going through at this particular time, divine guidance is, you know, there is gifts in this particular situation. You will get through whatever you're going through. And then literally it says here, faith in the process, right? Shadowy energy. Okay. Very shadow, but the bird is on the back giving her a message. There's a messenger, right? She's praying and there's the birds that are around her. And then there's faith, right? That's written right here. So it's about having faith. Okay. And so, yes, I'm seeing maybe what we're talking about here, what we're not going to say, but for you, this is really about having faith, right? Is that whatever you're going through at this time, it is about having faith in the process, in the situation, having faith in the divine situation, even though you cannot understand why things happen the way they happen, okay? Jesus. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. All right. Whew. So I'm gathering that you're trying to not say anything, trying to hold yourself back, trying to really, here's what I feel. I feel like you're trying to act like you're in this energy of the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, right? I don't care. I'm unbothered. I'm okay. I'm manifesting. Everything is good because these are the two energies, right? And then you have the Seven of Swords, which is a lie. It's deceptive. And then you have the Two of Pentacles out of balance, right? Okay, because really you're all wrapped up in your head. Like this is the real energy. This is what's really going on behind the scenes, right? But this is what you don't want to show anybody. This is what you want people to see. The Queen of Wands, right? And the Queen of Swords. Because who wouldn't? You know. But this is the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, right? And it's throwing you out of balance because we're not really being true to how we really feel, okay? How we really feel about this particular situation is we're trying to trust, we're trying to understand what is happening, but there's no movement, there's none of that, and it's not happening the way that you want it to. And although it may feel like, okay, this is what I want, or this is what it feels like, That's not exactly it. The world is here, right? So the world, a completion, a chapter ending. Okay. So this is at the end of a cycle. The King of Wands. Okay. So this is that energy of passion, desire, right? And maybe only wanting that, to the Five of Pentacles, that lackluster, right? The Five of Pentacles, feeling out of the cold, not feeling really, involved, feeling a part of it, right? Isolation, okay, from the King of Wands, right? King of Wands is dealing with their own thing right now, okay? So feeling a little bit iced on the cold. Eight of Cups, I don't know whether I should walk away, let it go, right? Like, what do I do? Do I just kind of stand here and just kind of wait, wait for, and that's kind of the energy that I feel, because in this particular Eight of Cups, there's no walking, right? I've turned my back on the Eight of Cups, but I haven't actually taken those steps to walk away from it, okay? So there's no releasing here. It's just I've turned my back on him, right? But here we have the Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups. See all these cups? Right? And I feel like this is how we really feel. And I feel like this is what needs to be honored. Is the love, is the romantic offer that you desire, is the romantic message that you truly desire, right? And I think that that's the energy is, okay, I really want to walk away from wanting this. I really want to turn my back on it. But really, where I'm focusing is that. And that's the truth of it, right? So I think it's maybe just really maybe recognizing maybe where you're really at with the situation, okay? How you really feel about the King of Wands and the energy of the Five of Pentacles, right? And so I feel like this is the truth of it. I love this person. I desire this person, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? When we could honor that about our people, right? It makes it sometimes a little bit, never mind, that's a lie. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'll leave that one alone. It's fucking confusing. That's just what it is, okay? But if you can just honor your confusion, I'm joking, honor where that is, I think that that will make a little bit more sense to you, right? Is that that's what you really desire, is that energy. Okay. What's her guidance? What does she need to know? Okay. Okay, so you are waiting. There's the waiting energy, right? I'm waiting for my ship to come in. I'm waiting for progress to happen. I'm waiting for something to happen, some sort of expansion, right? But there's the healing. Okay, so there's a star, which is my love, the faith card. It's the faith card. So this is about Spirit saying, have faith. Okay. That's kind of all that you got right now. Have faith in the union, in the Four of Wands, in the stability, in the celebration, in the harmony, in the marriage, in the community, in the homecoming. Have faith that what you want and desire that feels so far away is really something that you can attain, that you can have in this life. Okay? So, hope that resonates for you, my love. All right, Marianne, you are next, my dear. I wish I had my music, but it does not allow me to. All right. Marianne. Try not to move this because... All right, Marianne. Marianne needs to know right now. Ew, I like it. Gotta have faith, faith, faith. Ooh. Marianne. Ooh, Marianne. Okay, listen, girl. Marianne, hope. Okay. Just like I told Brie. Stay hopeful, all right? Stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. Now, this is shadow energy, right? But then there's the light and there's the hope. Okay. So Spirit is saying, like, the shadows, all of that stuff is behind you now. Okay. Now we're moving towards the light. Okay. Things are getting ready to change for you, Marianne. What I love is this. Okay. You have big, bold vision. All right. Look at that. Like, have faith. The scarab right here, so I don't think I'm saying it right, but this beetle bug, okay, ancient beetle bug, okay, look at it. It's opening for you. Okay. um I love it. And so you have the third eye chakra. All right, and look at this, it's right here too. Oh girl, you're heavily gifted. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I felt that in my heart. Yeah. You're super empathic, but heavily gifted. Like very, very, very gifted. Okay. Like seer. Mm-hmm. Which I think you already knew about you. um, Definitely. Seer energy, ancient knowledge you carry. All right. Very high priestess energy. Mm-hmm. Star seed, work with the goddesses. All right. Getting a lot of blue speckles around you. So I feel like you work closely with Archangel Michael. All right, Marianne. So listen, Pandora's box is here as well. Look at that. Okay, butterflies. The mask is taken off. All right. And look at the light code coming in. Girl, let me tell you, you're having a huge activation right now. All right. So, you may, as you're going through spiritual awakening, different things like that, you may already be aware that when we're going through hardships and going through things, right? This is usually when we are being activated, when our gifts are opening, when we're expanding or exploring, or things are shifting, right? And so right now, they want you to hold on to your vision, hold on to what gifts or guidance spirit told you. So it feels like, hey, you're going to be famous, or hey, you're going to write this book. You're going to do that. Okay. You are going to do that. So you need to have hope. Not even have hope, like just have faith that it's going to happen for you, Marianne. All right, like Pandora's box is here, so you're about to open and unleash some good shit. So let's see what you're about to unleash. Okay. All right. So you may be right now in this very moment, okay, in this energy of strength, getting through it, right? You are resilient, having courage, getting through this, getting through it, Marianne. All right. Maybe in hermit energy, soul searching, girl. It's okay. Introspection, solitude, by yourself, truth seeking, independence, not fucking with nobody. Okay. All right. Because you've realized that you've had to be strong all on your own. You've realized you've had to go through things. You've realized you've had to handle it. You've realized you had to hold it down. So you stop depending on people. All right. But you know that you have a greater purpose. You know that spirit gave you a vision. You know spirit is directing you somewhere. All right. Clarity finally came through, girl. Okay. Clarity finally came through. All right. Clear vision, clear guidance, clear. All right. And now you ain't playing, Marianne. When you come out of this hermit energy, it's a whole new you, girl. You're going to be like very vocal, letting people know what's up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Letting people know what's up. All right. Now, don't be surprised, okay, if you have a connection coming through. We have the Lovers coming out for you, the Three of Cups coming through, and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so there's definitely a new beginning coming through for you, Marianne. Three of Cups coming through. There could be a reunion coming through, but there's definitely a new beginning, and the Lovers coming out. All right, so this tells me for in your case that there is a new beginning. There's love. So if in your case, hey, things weren't working out, or you're in separation of somebody and you're like, what's up? This is a very good indication, if you've been getting visions or dreams, that this person is going to be returning, or this person is your soulmate, this person is your love. This is very much signifying that for you, or confirming that for you. If this is not that case, right? This to me is saying that you do have a love, a true love or soulmate coming in, or balanced relationship, harmonious relationships, harmonious friendships, new job, a new home, whatever it is, more stability. When I see the Ace of Pentacles coming in, to me, is always a gift from God, right? It's like God's gifting me something, okay? So I definitely feel like you're your guidance is letting you know, girl, you winning. You winning right now. Like you're like the Lovers again, Marianne. Okay, yeah, you may be in separation from somebody. We got the Four of Swords here. You may be in separation. All right. But there definitely Destiny and the Empress energy. So there maybe have been a pause. All right, but this pause needs to happen. This could have been healing, worthiness, or whatever it is. But if you are in separation from somebody, this is a separation from somebody, the Lovers, okay, with the Four of Swords. All right, the healing that needed to take place. This is destiny, was meant to happen. The pause, the surrendering was to bring you into this Empress energy. All right, because you got the Lovers twice. All right, and the Four of Swords. So this is, but you can also be healing. So this doesn't have to be, if you're in separation that doesn't resonate with you, this is also just you healing, okay? And going through a healing cycle that brings in love for you, okay? All right. I hope that resonates for you, Marianne. Good reading. Got some, go on, girl. You little stare ass. She's like, I'm a seer. All right, guys. Carissa, are you still here? Okay. Carissa. All right, guys. I'm going to shorten my readings out. Trying to get everybody in before I get off. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for notifications. I do have a lot of readings up that are timeless as well, you guys. All right. Carissa. All right, I don't know what you asked me for, girl, but I'm just going to start reading. All right, Kobe. Kobe is next. All right, after Carissa. Kobe and Lisa. All right, Carissa, right now, your guidance is to have inner trust, okay? So you need to have inner trust in your inner guidance. This feels like there's something murky, okay? There's something murky, and I don't know how to explain that, but I'm getting murkiness, which means it's like something's not clear. I can't see the bottom of the pool. I can't see the bottom of the pond, right? So there's like, I'm swimming in murkiness, and I kind of don't feel safe without knowing what's at the bottom. I have a feeling of piranha or a crocodile could be at the end, right? So that's kind of the feeling that I have, is that there's some murky energy or some murkiness, and Spirit wants you to use your body, what they're showing me, as your map, right? So it feels like, how you go out and your prickly hairs, come up. That's what Spirit wants you to direct. It feels like it needs to direct that, okay? You have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, there you go. The Nine of Swords energy, anxiety in your head, overthinking, right? Murkiness. I don't know. I'm unclear. Okay. I can't see straight. I don't know. That's anxiety, right? That's funny. We have the Eight of Pentacles coming through. This could be around work, okay? So you could be questioning things around work, or just trying to focus, trying to like get your mind off of whatever you're like overthinking about. You could be just trying to focus really heavily on work right now, right? And then you have the Knight of Wands, which is about goals, going after your goals, making shit happen. And so it feels like you may be questioning what direction to go in, what decision you should make. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be having some arguments right now, or some disagreements, okay? So it's like, let me see, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're in your head, but it's like I feel like you're trying to distract yourself from what's really bothering you, basically. It's like, I feel like you're trying to distract yourself from what's really bothering you. I feel like you're in your head. You got the Knight of Wands here, which is about hot and cold, in and out, which can be presenting that murky energy, right? Where you're kind of like, I don't know what's going on, okay? I'm not sure. There's the Empress, right? And then the King of Cups. I like this. So this is good energy. I feel like this could be a good direction of you moving into like a connection. If you're dating somebody right now, Carissa, you could be overthinking about it. Is this my person? Because they could be hot and cold. I don't know what's going on. I really like them, but we do have the Empress and the King of Cups coming out. So there's deep feelings, or feelings that are evolving here. With the Empress energy, it's kind of like you cross all my I's, dot all my T's kind of feeling, right? So, but you could be trying not to feel these feelings, if that makes any sense. You could be trying to distract or distance yourself from that, but they're very much here right now, okay? Yeah, you're having an internal struggle with that, girl. You gotta get over that, right? You know? You have the Five of Wands and the Queen of Wands, and I feel like that's definitely an internal struggle that you may be going through right now, is your worthiness, right? This could be a sense of worthiness. And so this could be, the situation can be questioning your worthiness as well. Know that you're the Empress. Know that you don't need hot and cold. Know that you don't need to settle, okay? So that's one of the things that could be coming through as well with this King of Cups, is that you do have a King of Cups. You will have somebody that will be emotionally mature enough to handle you and offer you what you are willing to deserve, if the person that you may be hanging out with, or kicking it with, or, you know, coming into kicking it with, may not be, if that makes any sense to you, okay? All right, so I hope that resonates for you, Carissa. All right, Kobe. 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 Hey. Oh, can you say?
Yeah. I was like, I don't want to come in here.
It's fine. How much time do we have? Is it early?
It's 7:29 right now. He asked to get a shower after dinner.
He did.
Well, he was like, shower.
I don't have any in here for him.
Okay.
So they're downstairs in the basket.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Do you know where the basket is?
Downstairs in the living room.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah, he should have had some in here, but I think his brother's taking his. Sorry. Yeah, downstairs, bud. Oh, Kobe, next steps. You got some interesting. Okay, so first of all, you got support. I think ask for help, get more rest, and nurture yourself. I feel, Kobe, this is going to be a very important, very, very important message for you. I feel like this is going to be the most important message for you. Even though all the cards that come out, okay? Ask for help, get more rest, and nurture yourself. This is very important because you have a lot of energies that are signifying that either you're going to go through a tower moment, or you are going through a tower moment right now, right? Which is a heavy hitter. And it's a lot of heavy hitter because it's a lot of energies, right? So the Tower, being the first card out, is sudden changes of events, upheaval, chaos, revelation, disaster, release, sudden insight, okay? And so the Tower coming out is about destruction. It's about things changing, things shifting suddenly. It's like the rug being pulled out from underneath you. It could be a breakup. It could be a loss of a job. It could be a loss of a home. It could be friendships ending, fights with friends or family, whatever it is. It's the structure that was weak that needs to be rebuilt, okay? And this Four of Swords is a healing time. So it's bringing you into isolation, all right? Meditation, relaxation, right? But it's a retreat. It's very solitude energy. And so that support can be where Spirit is saying, don't let yourself go into solitude. Don't let yourself be, by yourself. Like, you're not alone. Ask for help. Ask for support from your friends, from your family, or, get counseling, whatever it is that you need, Kobe. Like, don't allow yourself to go through things alone, and really nurture yourself at this time. Really honor yourself. Okay. Rest. Don't feel guilty about that. Really put yourself and prioritize yourself first, okay, at this particular time in your life. All right, you are going to have, Kobe, an ending. So I love this because there is a completion, right? The world is ending, is a completion, right? It's an accomplishment to the full energy, which is a new beginning. It's a brand new start, okay? So this is a healing time. This Tower, the upheaval, all of this stuff is to bring newness for you, okay? So it is to help you end and complete a chapter in your life. What is this bringing? The Ace of Cups. Self-love, all right? Compassion, creation, okay? New body, a proposal, whatever it is, right? It's bringing in good stuff and inspiration, creativity, all right? Ideas, okay? So although right now you may be going through or getting ready to, I don't know, is this tower energy, right? This sudden upheaval where the rug is being pulled out. It is bringing you into some goodness, sweetie. It is bringing you into a much better place, okay? So trust the process and trust the journey as you kind of navigate these waters, these chaotic waters, and please ask for help. Please make sure that you're getting help, and please make sure to nurture yourself at this time. Honor every ebb and flow, okay? I hope that resonates for you, Kobe. Alrighty. Lisa. Thank you guys for rocking out with me. I will be back. I think I'm going to try to do every Monday at the same time. I think it's going to be like Magic Monday, or I'm going to make something catchy. But I think I'm going to try to do YouTube on Mondays and maybe try to set it up to where it's our weekly guidance or forecast or something. And then I'll try to pick on another day to come on live for the collective. All right. So I'm going to try to run through. You guys, my time is 8 to get off. I only have a couple more people left on this list, and then I'll add the next set that I can add. I may be able to get everybody on. I always do try, but I had a little bit of a delay, and both of my kids are having their meltdowns right now. So for those of you guys that don't know, I'm a special needs mom of 2 kiddos, and sometimes they I'll pick a day and I'll be like, this is the day that you decide to have the meltdowns. This is the day you decide. All right. Lisa. She wants to know about relationship that she is in. I don't know if you see your card, Lisa, but you know, woo wee, girl, I got my heart beating fast. Okay, shit, Lisa. I don't know if you're doubting, sweetie. Okay. I don't know, Lisa, if you're here, but this is a dream reading right now. I'm just going to throw this one out here, okay? Partnership, sweetie. All right. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talent support system. When I see this card, to me, it's soulmate. It's 2 of Cups energy. It's a true partnership. It's a teamwork, right? And, you know, one of the things that we do go through in relationships are highs and lows, ups and downs, all right? So the 3 of Wands, you may be waiting for a proposal. You may be waiting for something to come in. Like, is this motherfucker going to ask me to marry him? I don't know. Are we going to move in? But there's something that you're waiting for, okay? The 3 of Wands is waiting energy. I'm waiting, right? I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm waiting for him to say, I love you. I'm waiting for something. Well, let me say this, Lisa. Man, I'm going to say this. I'm not envious. For those of you guys that know my love readings, know how I feel about love readings and know how I feel when I see some of these cards coming out. I'm just all smiles for you, Lisa. We have the 6 of Wands. Okay. Victory, moving forward, recognition, proposals. Okay. The 2 of Cups, soulmate. Partnership, harmonious, right? Love, true love, okay? The 10 of Cups. I mean, what the fuck, Lisa? All right, emotional happiness. I love you. We're good together. And then the King of Cups, right? Love, evolved, all of that stuff, right? This is your person, girl. Okay, this is your person. You're just waiting for him to ask you to marry him, all right? I mean, you just wait. I don't know if you're waiting for the ring or what. Like, let's see. Is Lisa getting... Lisa. I mean, come on, what the fuck? You get the ring. The Hierophant. Girl, the Hierophant came out for you. You're getting the ring. I bet you he already has it, Lisa, and I'm ruining the surprise. Okay, I am ruining the surprise. He already has the ring hidden. He has it. I bet you he has the ring. I bet you he has the ring. All right. I bet you he has the ring. What is her outcome for her? What is the outcome of this? The Hierophant, Lisa. Hierophant is my marriage card. You're getting married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. Okay, I sing horribly. You guys know that already. Most of you guys know that. Most of you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I said, what's the outcome? Can't make that shit up, Lisa. 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 Can't make that up. Can't make that up, girl. Can't make that Okay, Hierophant, that's my marriage card. That's my marriage card. I said outcome. The Hierophant is tradition, is traditional marriage, okay? The Ten of Cups, the fucking Two of Cups, the commitment card, the family card, babies and shit, okay? The King of Cups, the King of Cups, okay? We want the motherfucking King of Cups, all right? Like, people that know what type of reading I'm giving to Lisa know what the fuck is up with us on this table, right? They all feel like, I wish that was my reading today. I wish this motherfucker be ready to marry me right now. All right, Christine, Gab, you're next. And then it's Harmony and Adrian. Christine, Gab. Oh my god. Oh, this is hilarious. Whew. Okay. Christine. Christine. Okay. Taking a break. Giving a look. Yeah, I was getting that. For some reason, I was taking a break, giving a look. I'm getting all these weird songs that I'm making up in my head, so y'all have to excuse me, but it's so funny because I know that that's not what it is. I think it's the reading Rainbow, okay, that I'm literally singing, but it's not that. All right, Christine Cab, gentleness, be kind to yourself, honor your gentleness, speak words of love, okay? So you may have missed my collective reading when I talked about the Mercury in retrograde and how important it was for us to speak gentle to ourselves at this time. That a lot of us would maybe speaking negative or speaking things out into existence. And so this is a reminder to speak gentle to yourself. You also have the Queen of Swords, which is about speaking, right? It's unbiased judgment, it's independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded perspective, but it's about speaking. All right, we are in the midst of the Mercury in retrograde. And Mercury retrograde is all about communication, right? It's all about the way that we speak to ourselves and the way that we speak to others, okay? So it brings up an awareness of what we're speaking out into existence, okay? And so this is telling me that, either speak kind to others, because that Queen of Swords can be very direct. She can be very assertive, and she don't give a fuck about how she comes off. She ain't got tact, right? She don't have time for tact, okay? Queen of Swords got shit to do. She don't have time to play. She's not going to worry about your feelings. That's what the Queen of Swords doesn't care about. She does not care about your feelings. She has clear boundaries. She does not judge. She's very assertive. She has direct communication, and she's clear-minded, right? And so she just doesn't have time. So this can be about being gentle at this time, depending on where you're at, or this can be about being gentle with yourself and being aware of how you speak to yourself. The Justice card, balancing, okay? Bringing balance and restoration back into the way that you speak. This can also be legal lawsuits that could be coming up. Any of those things, but a lot of clarity is coming in. You have clarity coming in twice, right? And balance, okay? So there's a lot of balance coming in. If there's a legal situation, signing a contract, whatever that is, it is saying that it is favorable at this particular time. This can be working with other people, collaborating with other people, implementing something with other people, all right? This could be around work situations as well. This is a High Priestess energy. A lot of cards coming out. So really trusting your intuition, okay? Trusting your sacred knowledge. Also, keep some things to yourself. You may not want to share with other people. If you don't have to share your ideas or share your creative flows or what you're doing, kind of move in silence. That's that energy with the High Priestess, move in silence, right? But the High Priestess, she carries hidden knowledge. She carries the Akashic records, but she also trusts herself. She trusted her intuition, okay? You have the Star. The Star is about healing, having hope, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality at this particular time. So there's some healing energy that's happening with the Gentleness card, taking time out to nurture yourself, to work on pouring into yourself, having faith, being direct with your communication to spirit, being direct with your communication to God, okay? Letting God know exactly what it is that you want. You have the Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups coming out as well. And this can be an emotional offer. This can be a date. This can be like going on a date. This can be celebration, or this could just be receiving love from people, right? People just coming from all over, just showing you how much they love Christine, giving you positive reinforcements, giving you hugs and kisses, or whatever that looks like, right? Bringing you flowers, okay? And so this energy is really about accepting and being open to how spirit is going to be bringing in love to you. at this particular time. All right, that's the general reading. I hope that that resonates for you, Christine. All right, Harmony, you're next. And then Adrienne. Who's she talking to? Who could come to the wedding? Somebody invite themselves to her wedding? That's funny. That's cute. All right, Harmony. All right. That's cute. Harmony. All right. 6 of Wands at the bottom. All right, so we have, I like this card. What is already with you, Harmony? That is, you know, you're seeking things outside of yourself. All right. So you may be seeking other people, codependent, any of those things, right? Where you are seeking help from other people or knowledge or guidance or wisdom from other people. And the Spirit wants to remind you, it's already inside of you. You already have the answers. You already have all of the things that you need. It's in the palm of your hands, but you may not see that, right? So you may be trying to seek other things, but sometimes Spirit will put us in situations, right, that really test our independence. Like, when I had to move out that one time and you were there with me, right? Had to figure that shit out on my own, but I realized that I could do it on my own, right? I could do all of these things. I had to figure out the car situation. So sometimes you'll be put in a hard spot, but it is to show you that you can do it. You can figure it out, that you don't have to call somebody to figure it out for you, right? That you can do this on your own. And so where I think Spirit wants to remind you, Harmony, is that what is already within you, you already have. So the answers, the whatever it is that you're seeking outside, to turn that around and to look at yourself and know that you already have the answers, okay? And then you have the power of attraction. Okay, so right now you are in your manifestation time. So that means that you are attracting what it is that you desire. So if you desire being broke and you say, I'm broke, you're going to be broke. If you desire having money, continue to say you have money, even if you don't have money. But right now you are in your manifestation time. So it's the law of attraction. What are you attracting? Okay, what are you bringing in? What are you claiming, right? What are you seeking? And so really pay attention to what it is that you're telling the universe, how it is that you're communicating to the universe, all right? Okay, so yeah, there you go. You have the 8 of Swords. You feel trapped. So the 8 of Swords being that first card out is saying, right, that you're in your head about how you feel, but it really is about you, okay? You already have the answers. You're not stuck. You're not restricted. You're not in this situation, right? You can get yourself out of it. You could break free. You could free yourself, okay? The Strength card, all right? Knowing the strength, knowing that you have the inner strength, 8 and 8s, all right? 8s could be very significant, okay? But you have the Strength card. So you have the resilience, you have the inner strength to be able to break free, to be able to push through everything. You already have what it is within you. You're looking outside of yourself. The Spirit is saying, no, the devil is here. All right. So this is codependency. This is doubt. This is fear. This is low vibration energy, right? This is attachments. This is all of those things that Spirit is saying. That's what's holding you back here, right? And it's time for you to break free of that. It's time for you to break out of that, okay? The Temperance energy is here. Restoration, balancing, having patience with the process. Most importantly, the Temperance energy is about having patience with the process. Things are not going to happen when you want it to, but it will happen, all right? And so just know that you have major events that are happening with these major arcanas coming out. You have 4 major arcanas with the High Priestess, all right? So you have major events that are happening right now to help you to break free of toxicity, codependency, restriction, anxiety, illusions, right? For that you to break free, okay, from those energies and have faith in yourself that you can do this. Your dreams may be really significant right now, your premonitions, You're being guided. And then you have the Judgment card. So you have 5 major arcanas that are coming out for you, Harmony. That's major things that are happening in your life. Spiritual awakening, right? And it's to help you break free, baby girl. All right. It's to help you break free. Okay, because everything that you have is already within you. So you're attracting so ask yourself, what do you see being returned to you right now? And if you don't like what you're seeing, then change how you are attracting what you're attracting. All right, change what you're speaking into existence, change what you're claiming. All right, I hope that resonates for you. All right, Adrian, you're next. All right, Adrian. Adrian. Ooh, I like that. Adrian. I'm going to pull for Arpita next. Adrian. I like this. Adrian. Y'all just always got to give me a flyer. All right, Adrian, I love this because, listen, this is about, follow your own rhythm, right? Follow your own rhythm, okay? So this is about you, doing your own thing, being independent, not following, family, friends, social, none of that. Like, this is about you, like following the beat of your own drum. What calls to your soul, Adrian, all right? You have the 8 of Cups. It's about releasing, walking away, things that are not serving of you, right? Things that are not there. I love this. 2 of Pentacles. Balances, but I feel like balance is finally being restored because I feel like there's a part of you that's claiming yourself, that isn't listening to society, that is listening to different music or getting, more involved in the things that calls to your soul. All right. Like literally calls to your soul. I love this. The Hermit energy, isolation, retracting, right? Contemplation, being alone, independent. But this energy that is being exuded through you is like you're finally coming home to yourself. It's like you're finally coming home to yourself, your true self, right? Not the one that we had to grow up being, not the one that we had to hide away, but the true you is like feeling like she's emerging, right? The witch in you, the shaman in you, the magical you, the part of you that's actually coming out, right? And it may feel like things are shifting or different, but it's like you're finally learning to release what is out of balance, what's not serving you, what doesn't hold resonance anymore. And you don't give a fuck how that's coming across. You don't give a fuck how that feels to anybody. Like you don't care. Like people can have an opinion, but you don't give a fuck, right? Like this, the Wheel of Fortune coming out, good luck, karma, life cycles, destiny, turning point, change, inevitable fate, ups and downs, unpredictable, right? You've been through a lot of different cycles, in the past like 10 years. You've been through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of changes, right? A lot of things that have just been moving and looping and looping and looping and looping, that you've been waiting for the change to finally happen, but the change was you. It wasn't your life. It wasn't your circumstance. It was like the universe was waiting for Adrian to wake up and meet Adrian, And here is Adrian, the Queen of Cups, right? She's intuitive. She's loving. She's compassionate. She loves herself. She, she chooses herself. She's emotionally stable, right? She's loving. She's giving, but she's not too giving to where she depletes herself. So this is you, and this is where spirit is bringing you to the true you, the queen, right? The one that is the love, but true to herself. She's only focusing on her cup. She's only focusing on her love, her heart, her life, her glory, her destiny. It's her time. Okay. All right, Adrian. I hope that resonates for you, my love. All right, Arpita. All right, Arpita. Okay, I could probably do a couple more before, because 8 o'clock is my time. I got 8 minutes left, people. So I'm not taking names. I'm just looking at who I'm pulling for, or who's scrolling around, and that's it. Arpita. But thank you guys for joining me. It was great. I'm happy that you guys found me on YouTube. Okay. All right, Arpita. Arpita. Love it. Patience. Okay. Patience with the process, and you got goddess. Love it. All right. So, you can have patience with the goddess. I don't know. All right. So patience. Okay. So this is pause before taking action. Trust the divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you play. All right. Be patient and play whilst you wait. Pause before taking action. Trust the divine timing is at work. I feel like that's the most important thing, is that trust the divine timing is at work. We have the goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. I love this card. One of my favorite cards, because it's the goddess, right? Doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. It's just for you to honor the femininity within yourself, right? To see your beauty, to see your magnificent, to see your sovereignty, to see how perfectly imperfect, or how imperfectly perfect you are, right? Uniquely you. Okay. Let every part of you love yourself. And, you may be going through a self-healing journey where that may take time, right? Where it may be like, okay, well, I want to love myself, And Spirit could be saying, well, you just got to have patience. All right, Arpita. Arpita. I feel like the night, stars, moon is really significant. You may be into astrology, into stargazing, or planets. And I got the star card. That's funny. And I'm like, it's the stars. Okay. All right. Okay. So we do have the first card out is the heartbreak card. Okay. Suffering, grief, emotional pain, sorrow, hurt, divorce, loss, and depression. So you may be having some struggling with that goddess energy, the feminine energy, healing, love, embracing, right? You may be in separation from your goddess energy, or and it doesn't have to be masculine or feminine. Again, it's just like the essence of what it is, right? But right now it's saying you are going through a heartbreak, and to have patience with that. You could be grieving at this time, okay? And it could be talking about being patient with the grieving time. It's not linear, because you do have the star. The star card coming out is about hope, calm, faith, purpose, renewal, spirituality, right? But it's about healing. It's a healing card. So you're healing your heartbreak, you're healing disappointment right now, Arpita. Okay. And so that's going to take time. It's going to take time and patience. And right now, everything could feel a little bit out of balance, right? It could be like you have a lot of balls in the air, a lot of things that you have to do, or, you wanting to speed up the process, right? Whatever that looks like to you. But it's about balancing at this time, or learning how to balance that energy. Okay. And what I love is the justice card came out right after with the imbalancing. So this is telling me is that although right now you could be disappointed, 3 of Cups, the star energy, healing is taking place. It could be throwing you out of balance, but balance is going to be restored. Okay, truth, equality, right? It's going to be restored. And so whatever is occurring right now, right? That feeling of heartbreak, that feeling of disappointment, the healing that's taking place, the pouring in, is restoration time. Then the Knight of Cups. Okay. So for your case, this could be a return. This could be, that heartbreak, that disappointment. It could be with the balancing, it could be that person coming back in, the love, right? Romantic dating could be restored, an apology, okay, proposals, whatever that looks like, right? But it may, again, it's going to be time, and it's going to be about patience, okay? Coming through, Arpita. At the bottom, you have the 6 of Wands, so victory is here. All right, so this is about progress, okay? This is about moving forward, right? So don't worry so much about, you know, it's not moving fast enough. I feel like it's not moving fast enough, right? I want it to be now. Okay, Arpita, but Spirit is saying that things are going to take time because balance has to be restored, all right? Things have to kind of fall into place for things to really align and to move. All right, I hope that that resonates for you. All right, Miss Amy, you're next. And I think, Miss Amy, you might be the last one because here comes David.
Black blender tomorrow.
Black blender. I don't know where it's at, David.
Black blender.
It's probably in storage. It's probably in the storage, sweetie. I keep telling you that.
Pack up.
One day. One day.
Mama's house black blender.
Yes. When we have my house, I'll have a black blender just for David, okay? Okay? Okay?
White blender.
White blender for now.
Black blender at Grandpa's house.
Yes. Give me another card, Spirit. I've already had all of these cards already for each person. I would like a new card for Amy before I get off. So I'm not playing. I'm just going to pull from another deck. Silly boy. All right, there we go. There we go. Deja's downstairs. Deja's downstairs. Oh, she's. I put her in a different room. I'll get her in a minute. I put her in Sasha's room. All right, Amy, you're my last one, I think. Okay, so, you're welcome, Arpita. All right, so Amy, look at that card. I told you it's one of my favorites, right? Yeah, girl, I know you see it. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. It's the beloved. I love this card. I really do. I think I just love the name. I think I just love the word beloved. It just takes away from twin flame, soulmate, spirit husband, spirit wife. I don't know. Beloved just seems to carry so much more, I don't know, God source in that, right? Like my beloved, you know. I don't know. Anyway. Action. Okay, so your beloved will be taking action. Okay. Moving forward. Just saying there's gonna be some action taken with your life partner. So there you go, Amy. Your beloved is on their way. Fast forward. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where did it go? I lost the card. I did. I don't know where it went, but I lost it. It's not on the floor. All right. All right, Amy. Amy. Girl, we're always happy when they take action. It'd be nice if they continued it. No, I'm just joking. Fuck. So you gonna give me? Damn you. Playing these games. No, I love you. I'm just joking. Oh my God. If mine only heard me now. You probably wouldn't even believe it. All right, so let's go. 4 of Cups coming out. Got the 4 of Cups, missed opportunity. All right. Coming through. So we got missed opportunity, emotional depression, not happy with where you're at with the situation. And that's because it has been hot and cold, that Knight of Wands, right? Energy, in and out, hot and cold, non-committal, okay? Makes it very confusing, this particular type of connections, right? Don't really know how they feel. But there is the transition. Look at that. The traveling, okay? The 6 of Swords is about traveling. This could be traveling to you, traveling, talking, transitioning, moving away from this energy of hot and cold, missed opportunities to more of a destined connection. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out here. All right, so that cycle's changing. Destiny is happening. All right, and again, I feel very travel energy coming through. Even with the Wheel of Fortune being in the sky, it feels like this 6 of Swords is traveling to the Wheel of Fortune. You know what I mean? So it's like energy, right? And it's something you've been manifesting, something you've been trying to focus on, something you've been wanting and desiring, right? The infinity symbol is here, okay? So, that beloved energy, the infinity symbol, right? And then we have the world again, the traveling. So there's definitely travel energy coming through, all right? Completion, but I am feeling very travel like energy. So I do feel like there's somebody that will be traveling, or a travel coming up, all right? Either before this year is over or within the new year, all right? We do have pillow talk coming through. Your heart, I will choose. See, that's what you want. That's what you want them to say. Your heart, I will choose, right? Like, okay, there it is. Pillow talk. And then there's a gift, give and receive. All right. So this could be around Christmas time where you may have some pillow talk. Okay. All right. Some sexy time. All right, my loves. That's all I have for you. He is from Australia. I'm in Canada. It sounds like the previous reading you gave me in your other life. Okay, I don't remember, but I'm happy if it is happening because that's what came through. You got the beloved. All right, you guys, I had fun. Thank you guys for coming in and showing up and showing love and joining me. This is where I will be going live and TikTok every now and then. Moving forward, Facebook and Instagram will be there for every now and then, but I'm looking at this being kind of the platform for right now and seeing where this takes me. So I hope you guys all enjoyed your reading. I know you guys didn't get to see me, but if you guys heard about my chocolate, y'all will understand. No, I'm not really covered with acne all over my face. I'm really not. I'm not that bad, but I kind of like this better. I like you guys to see your cards, and I like you guys to see the readings a little bit. And even though you don't get to see me, I kind of get to see more of your comments, or I could kind of keep up with a little bit more of your comments when I'm looking down at my phone than I am when I'm like doing reading. So it helps a little bit even for me. So anyway, you guys, I had a great time. Make sure you guys put your notifications on. Make sure you guys are following. Make sure you guys are checking out all of the pick a card readings and the timeless readings, the zodiac readings, all the things that are on the page. This is for you as well. All right. I will try to definitely be back on next Monday. I'm going to try to pick another day to come on and just do some more readings for fun. So thank you guys all for joining me, for supporting me, for all the new ones that came in. Thank you so much. Trust the process, you guys. Trust the journey. You guys got this. All right. Love and light. Bye now. Okay, well, I don't know how to turn this off, so. Let me see. Bye. All right, let me see. I don't know. How did I turn this off last time? This is so silly. Oh, they had a flash on there. Okay. That's a share button. That's a plus button. Okay. I guess I just log off.